3 years, from 2016 to 2018, the Indian Institute of Sciences, or IISc, reigned supreme at the annual National Higher Education Rankings brought out by the National Institute Ranking Framework, or NIFR. In 2019, this streak was broken by IIT Madras. 5 years since, no other higher education institute has come close to toppling IIT Madras from its throne. IIT Madras also bagged the first position in engineering for the 8th year in a row. IISc, which the QS World University Rankings has adjudged as the top research university globally ahead of Harvard, Princeton University and MIT, was edged out to the second position in the overall category for the 5th consecutive year. A closer look at the score breakdown shows IISc with 83.09 marks falls behind IIT Madras with 86.69 marks on parameters such as student strength, online education, published and granted patents, and the number of economically and socially deprived students. The participating institutions are evaluated on 5 criteria: teaching, learning and resources, research and professional practice, graduation outcomes, outreach and inclusivity, and perception. IIT Madras scored 86.45 in the first criterion, 89.88 in research, 87.22 in graduation outcomes, 63.59 in outreach and inclusivity, and 100 in perception. So what has been the major factors behind IIT Madras's dominance on the ranking table?
Main reason is that we have worked as a cohesive unit. For a period of time, we had involved ourselves in 2 major initiatives. One is the Swayam initiative, where we had reached to many IITs and for course content development, and we are reaching to more than 600,000 students every semester. So this has given us a very good outreach. The second one is our IIT Madras Research Park, where we have now got a systematic way of translating our ideas to products, to startups, and also patent these ideas.
However, the Institute's golden run does not rule out its persisting challenges. IIT Madras has consistently failed to topple IISc from the pole position of the NIRF rankings for national research institutions since 2021, when this ranking category was first introduced. What then are the challenges, and how does the road ahead pan out for IIT Madras?
The main challenges that we are facing would be that to retain people in the core areas. Somebody joins civil, they have to continue in civil. And we are now seeing that there is a big drift from what they study here and what they ultimately go and work. And to address this, we are now trying to enable them to make a startup and then be part of that startup ecosystem. Basically convince these core engineering people to continue in their same engineering discipline when they go for the job market outside.
IIT Madras is of course not the only IIT on the list. 7 out of the top 10 ranks for the overall higher education institutions list were claimed by IITs. The IITs also continue to showcase their engineering dominance, securing 8 out of the top 10 ranks. While some of the prominent and older IITs continue to dominate the NIRF rankings, newer IITs were conspicuous by their absence in the top 10 in both the overall and engineering lists. While the IITs Roorkee and Guwahati were the only branches established after 1990 which find a place in the top 10, each of them also fell by a rank thanks to AIIMS' ascendance to the 6th position from number 9 last year. In the engineering list, IIT Hyderabad inched past the National Institute of Technology Tiruchirappalli to number 8 from 9 last year. IIT Roorkee too moved ahead of Kharagpur to the 5th position. Newer IITs such as Patna, Gandhinagar, Bhubaneswar, Indore and others have made it to the top 15 only in the engineering list. They fall much behind in the overall list. Team Lease's Sumit Kumar elaborates on some of the challenges facing newer IITs to come at par with the more established ones like IIT Kharagpur and Madras.
Obviously it's the older institutions. They have a huge legacy and a huge brand that they have built for themselves. Of course, it is IIT. But again, because of the legacy, because of the, their whole report card over the period of years, which has been phenomenal. And some of the newer institutions, they have to live up to the expectations, which right now they have a long way to go of, to reach that level. It's the primary reason, where they are still at the lower ranking rather than being along with the other IITs as well.
Few veteran academics told Business Standard on condition of anonymity that newer IITs are short on teaching faculty and research advisors. What's stopping young tech and management professionals from choosing the academic path into these vacant positions?
There could be two aspects. One is the aspect, obviously IT is a sector which pays well. So obviously people would have a aspiration to get into more high paying jobs rather than getting into more academic oriented jobs. Second thing is also, there always been a criteria that you need to be a PhD to become a faculty member of such kind of institutions, which the UGC has now kind of make it little, liberal on it, that somebody with a professional experience can also become part of the faculty. Now that's something which the IITs also need to consider this.
PhD gives you the confidence to basically teach in a way that is more, more innovative and more comprehensive, concise, and a lot of things come as a part of teaching. And there, a PhD level training is necessary. And if they don't do that, then I don't think that they can teach to that level of competence. Even after PhD, strong candidates are going into research jobs in the industry, which pays them at least 6 to 7 times of what we could pay here immediately. Though our pay is sufficiently good, but I don't think that we can ever pay something close to what industry pays for such type of qualified people.
Academics agree that even as the country's premier higher education institutes continue to shine both in global and national education rankings, there seems to be a major talent crunch when it comes to teaching faculty. While government interventions are welcome, it calls for a change in the mindset among new graduates when it comes to pursuing academics as a career.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
She's working her way to the corner office. Business Standard.